I know that you have a 7-step system. Can you talk to that for us?
Yeah, I like to, because we do love rules. So I like to give you rules that don't have rules, really. I like to. I'm going to tease and trick you a little bit. I will admit this. But I think guidelines. It can be overwhelming, and I know. I'm not going to get a walk home with every single one of you, although I'd love to. But I want to give you at least some tools while we're on this talk, because we are just scratching the surface. But if you wanted to get going after this call and feel like you got a little traction, I think steps can be nice. They're guidelines. And I think once you hear what they are, you're going to kind of know the free-formness of this. Grab a piece of paper for people that are listening. And
I'm thinking the steps and rules are good for beginners too. Like we
yes.
Since we don't know about feng shui, we need somewhere to start. So
I like the analogy I love is, I was a painter originally. So, when I was first, I went to Pratt in Brooklyn, and we were learning techniques, we were learning theory about color and design, and so, we were using our mind a lot. And that's how everybody starts. That's how I started with feng shui. That's how we start with most anything. We use our mind. We need rules. We need to learn things. And then to become a great master, a master painter, great painters aren't going to be sitting around going, okay, green, what is the opposite color of that? And they're not, it's like something that once you've got it in you, then you can just turn it over to intuition. It's like embedded in your brain, and something greater can use those tools, almost like channeling or something. It's not a thought process. It's like this being process. So, so these are some nice little guidelines. So take a piece of paper and just write down, and we're using it in an acronym that I love because it's part of my business name, is success. So I call my business Your Space for Success. So put SUCCESS down the left side of a piece of paper. You can add extra notes if you want to as we go along, but you might want to just write down the phrase that goes with this. So, okay, let's just get you started. So the first S is simply state your intention. Let's get you focused on, to walk in right now and to go, oh, yeah, I remember when I first started realizing my home was a direct reflection of my life. I felt like my brain almost imploded. It was just like so overwhelming. And, of course, we don't want to feng shui is a meditation. It's not about stress. It's not about pushing. It's not about, forcing. It should just be a delightful process. And if it's not, just stop, take a break, and come back to it. So the first thing is, let's find the thing that you would like to see a shift in your life. Where would you like to be 2 to 5 years from now? We don't have to change everything. Maybe just pick one thing. Maybe it's a deeper intimacy, more confidence, to maybe deepen your understanding or your quality of your health. Anything that you want, more abundance. So let's just kind of focus on one of those. You can go back and redo this anytime you want on whatever topic. But let's get clear on that. You might even want to, in your mind, think of who's somebody who reflects that for me. I always jokingly use Oprah for certain things, but is there someone who's kind of conquered or exhibits that trait that you long for? And it can be something as you're going along with, well, what would Oprah do in this situation? How would Oprah arrange her bedroom? Sometimes it's a kind of a nice little tool to pull in. So the next U is uncover the limiting beliefs. And I'll talk about this kind of twofold, but we want to really get clear because everything in your home, like we talked about at the beginning, is a reflection of a belief. It holds in place at least one, if not usually many, beliefs about how you see the world and yourself and others. So I like to challenge all my clients, and of course all of you guys too, to take, and this can take a lifetime, but don't get overwhelmed, just grab a couple. Take an object and sit with it, literally hold it, and ask yourself, 1, do I need it? You might need your can opener, you might need the hammer, you might need the toothbrush. And then you can go deeper, do I love it? Do I really love it? This isn't about kind of right or wrong or having to get rid of anything yet. It's just opening your eyes. It's bringing awareness to what's happening in my space. What does this reflect? And that's the next step of, if this thing could talk, what would it say? What belief is this holding? We're not doing anything with it yet. We're just opening our eyes. Awareness is massively important. Do I need it? Do I love it? What belief is it holding? what would it say to me if it could talk? Like, picture your house right now or the room you're in, like being little Muppet characters and everything's talking. I'm looking at a tripod right now and a cat scratching post and my cup of tea and, what would it say?
That's funny.
Isn't it fun? It is kind of funny. It's a little mortifying sometimes, and it's really funny if you can lighten up on that.
Hi there, my name is Nina Wallinder, and I wanted to talk to you about Layers of Health. Layers of Health is a free online community dedicated to investigating holistic and alternative health options. These options can include physical health, mental and emotional health, business health, as well as your spiritual health. So you can join me as I discuss your health concerns with various experts, mentors, and leaders in their fields. And these interviews are offered for free live, as well as during special encore presentations. But if you find one that is particularly interesting to you, you can also purchase it. So you can join me at www.layersofhealth.com, and I'll see you on the calls.